Stranger Things has finished. We've just watched the finale. Well, I actually watched it last night and you fell asleep partway through, which should be illegal and which should be criminal as well. You should have to save time for that. Let's get straight into it. We'll discuss how good or how bad the actual thing was in a minute. I just want to get on to oh, wait a minute, spoiler alert. Okay, then, spoiler alert, etc. So is she alive or dead?
Alive.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Okay, why? What makes you say she's alive? What's your case?
Well, I think that Hopper didn't seem that upset.
Interesting.
He didn't. It almost feels like he knows, like, she's alive. And
she's out there and somewhere safe.
Yeah, because he should have been the one. Well, he was supposed to be the one that, like, cares for her the most, right? Like, cares about her the most.
Yeah.
Alongside Mike. But yeah, so he seemed all right. So I don't know, maybe he knows. And, like, he was comforting Mike, weren't he?
Yeah, he was comforting Mike, yeah.
I feel like he, like, kind of felt like okay because he knew, like, she was around still.
Okay. That's interesting.
And it's kind of like, yeah, and I buy that idea of the illusion thing.
Yeah.
The fake death. And it didn't feel like she was dead too. Like, it wasn't dramatic enough. Like, she wasn't bleeding and she didn't look like she was getting ripped apart and
do you know
what I mean? Like, exploded into a million particles.
Yeah.
So it just didn't feel dramatic enough to warrant, like, a death.
Okay, that's a fair case.
Yeah. In fact, I felt it was a bit underwhelming.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe because I've read too many, like, I've watched too many theories and things.
Yeah.
And so the ending for me was quite underwhelming. Like, I was just thinking, is that it? Like, it should have been more than that. Like, the built up and then it was just one big scene, one big dragged scene. Yeah, it wasn't good enough for me. For a 10-year long.
Wait, is that a comment on the ending episode? Is that a comment on Elle's death? Just then.
Both.
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. I'll put forward my case.
Yeah.
So, do I think she's dead or alive? Okay. So it's a tough one. I think she's alive. Okay. So partly because of what you said, and you know when she was dying. I said in it, I was like, watch, there's going to be dust coming over her and then she'll disappear. In a way, it's a kind of a graceful exit.
Yeah.
In a way, for that kind of character. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, we don't see her bashed by, like, a telephone post or something and then she's gone. Yeah.
Yeah.
We don't see her bashed by a car and then she's gone. But yeah, ripped apart could have been quite dramatic. That could have been interesting. But here's my reason. So why do I think Elle is still alive? Do you know when number 8 died? Right. Of course, number 8 said that thing. My story is going to end here.
Yeah.
But yours doesn't have to.
Yeah.
So that's interesting. I'm like, okay, there's something there.
Yeah.
They cut that part out, so we didn't see what the conversation was. Then we next see Elle and Hopper go up to that other guy, the truck driver guy. And so they go up to him and they're looking all sad and stuff. Murray. And he's there, oh yeah, it's a success. Oh, you're not going to say thanks? He's really happy. They're looking really sad. And then he goes, wait a minute, where's 8? And they don't actually say that she's passed away.
Yeah.
And when that happened, I was like, I know it's dramatic to not say that someone's passed away. It's dramatic to just keep a face and not say anything when someone wants that pivotal information. It's a tool that's used in films or whatever. But I was like, why didn't they actually say something? Why didn't they say that she's passed away or not? What's happened? Part of me was like, there's something there. And there's something about truth between these characters. They don't really lie to each other. So they were not going to lie to Murray and say, she's alive, this is the plan that we've made.
Yeah.
But they also weren't going to say she's dead, because saying that she's dead would be lying to him. So they never told him the plan. Never told him that she died. I was like, that for me was interesting. I was like, that is something there. There was that, and then it gets onto like technicalities. People are saying things like, how could 8 have done that illusion when the place had just got blown up?
Yeah.
And she was right at the epicenter of it. Like, if it blew up, she's in pieces right now. She's smithereens. So how could she create an illusion like that? People have said that she can create an illusion to like linger after she's gone, which we have seen evidence of, because she created that illusion in front of Mr. Whatnot, Vecna, Henry, whatever, in that house, in that imaginary world house. She creates that illusion, and then she runs off with the kids.
Yeah.
And then that illusion is broken later on. And she basically did the same thing in that like medical place, the military place, creates the illusion, then disappears. And then the illusion is still there, lingering. So people are like, well, she could have created that illusion, and then, yeah, she's passed away or whatever, but the illusion has lingered. That's its job. So there was that. But then I'm like, wait a minute, how did Elle speak to Mike in the mind thing? How did that happen? How did they have that conversation? And I'm saying that because she was in the Upside Down, they were in Hawkins, and there was those kryptonite speakers, right, which were blasting the thingy, the sound. So I'm like, could she still use her powers because she's in the Upside Down and that sound isn't getting there?
Yeah, like when she was like in pain, weren't she? Like, I didn't think she could use her powers when she's in pain like that. She was like disabled.
Yeah, right. So I was like, wait a minute, how can she use her power? Maybe that sound is not getting into the Upside Down. So that's how she's using her powers. So I'm like, then how can her powers go from the Upside Down into this world? So I'm like, something's a bit weird. And then people said that, well, actually, I don't think people have said this, but I'm thinking this, yeah. Maybe it was number 8's mind that they were in. But I'm like, because they can do that. They can go into different people's minds, can't they? Oh, you're in my mind right now. You're in this mind. So maybe they're in number 8's mind. She was safe in the Upside Down. Is she powerful enough to project her mind to the other planet and share? So there's that weird bit for me. I don't understand it. Put that bit in the comments for me if you can, because I don't understand, like, how did that conversation happen in someone's mind at that point? So there was that. And then after that, of course, then when it shows Mike telling the story and you see Elle climbing down and she goes through the door when she's invisible and she climbs down that little hole. In that situation, she just looked like she's in pain from the noise. So I was like, that's quite realistic. They've ticked a box there. Maybe that's accurate.
Yeah.
But then I don't like the whole part that Mike is like, we can't say if it's true or false. So then I'm like, oh, maybe it is just you trying to use that story to cope with Elle's passing. So we don't know. And yeah, it's just a really weird one. I believe even the Duffer Brothers have said that it's going to be left like ambiguous. So it's for you to decide. In a way, that makes me feel like it's open to a sequel.
Yeah. I don't think there'll be a sequel.
Well, whatever, another season or whatever.
But I do feel like they have kept it open.
Yeah, and then in that sense, it's like, is it really an ending? But then...
Yeah, a bit of a cop-out. But...
Yeah, because tell us.
What was that bit with the at the graduation ceremony at the end? And Mike had like a little like moment like with the microphone, with the speakers. Yeah,
I feel like that was him putting it together or something, but I don't know. I'm like,
yeah, what was he thinking?
I'm like, you've put it together 18 months later. It's a bit weird, but I don't know. It's either that or it's just where he's getting his flashbacks and it's just taking him back to that situation. Probably like one of his triggers. I don't know. So for me, I'm gonna say that she is alive.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, that's what I think. And maybe at some point, maybe they might meet again at this place where the waterfalls are. Yeah. I didn't actually catch that first time round. So Mike, when he's talking to Hopper, he's talking about them going to a place with like 3 waterfalls. Maybe one day they'll go there. And then when you see Elle, she's at a place with multiple waterfalls. So yeah, I didn't catch that first time round. When I rewatched it with you, of course, just now, it was that. So yeah, I'm gonna go with she's alive, and that's why she's alive, because 8 made that plan with her, and they never said that 8 was dead. So I'm like, that's something. And apparently 8 is very powerful. She's as powerful as Vecna, just in a different way. Just the way Elle is as powerful as Vecna, just in a different way. So that's what that is. And I do feel like there's part of Vecna and that whole monster still living in Will. That's what I feel like. I feel like it's still there.
Yeah, that's what I got a bit confused about. Like, how's Will still there then? Like, is he all right now then? Is he back to normal? Is he a normal kid?
And how's he still normal? I mean, I suppose maybe it was just the mind flare that had power over him. And now that's gone. It's gone. He's all right.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think that covers whether or not she's alive and that a part of it. We could move on. Good? No? Yes?
Yeah.
No? Yes? Yes. All right. So what do you think, what did you think of that? Well, I've learnt that an ending perhaps is not easy to write. I didn't think that an ending was necessarily hard to write, but that's made me see how it can be hard to write an ending. What do you think?
Yeah, I think they might have struggled with the ending because it's hard to keep everyone happy, isn't it?
Yeah. Could they have had another couple of seasons? Could they have had another 2 seasons?
No.
I think so.
No.
Really?
Well, actually, considering how much chat everyone's been going with these theories and stuff, maybe there's a lot of interest, but I just feel like that it's always going to be hard wrapping it all up, though, isn't it? And I felt like in that, did you not feel in those 2 hours it was not a lot happened? Like it was long, but not really that much happened. Like that scene, it was just one big long scene.
Which scene is a long big one scene?
Like when Elle was supposed to die.
Oh, right, okay.
Right. I felt like the build up, you'd think the mind flare was really powerful, and then it was not that scary.
Yes.
For me.
Yes.
I felt
right.
Vecna more scary. In fact, I felt like Henry was scarier.
We're going to move on to that now. I'm just going to wrap up in a way and say that in terms of writing the ending and the whole ending situation, I feel like they were rushed.
Yeah.
And what I mean by that is I feel like the actors were saying, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. It's time to move on. I don't want to do no more Stranger Things. I've done enough of it. It's taken over half my life. Right? And it's the biggest thing. And I don't know if I'm going to have a career after this because it's that big. I want to move on. It's time to move on. I've got my money. Thanks. See you later. That's how I feel. Yeah. And I feel like for that reason, they've had to rush it. They've had to rush it, and they've gone on and they've just rushed this ending and just put together whatever they could.
That's what I mean. Yeah, it was rushed and not a lot happened. I think everybody was thinking how they're going to squeeze all these multiple storylines into a 2-hour ending.
Yeah.
So everyone was already probably thinking it's not going to be a great ending. It's going to be rushed. It's going to be a lot of unanswered questions.
Yeah.
Which is true.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess you can't satisfy everyone though, can you? What is the perfect ending?
Yeah, I know, it's true. Actually, on that point, people in the comments, if you could put in the comments what you believe has been the best ending episode to a story, a series,
or what you think would have been the perfect ending for Stranger Things.
Yeah, let's get that. I want to catch that, and I do want to again capture what is the best ending you've seen. Because, of course, people can put in the comments what they think is the best ending. That's great. But I want to see where someone has executed that. And I want to see the best ending.
And there's a lot of, films and TV series now where like they leave it to the audience.
Exactly. Yes.
To
There's
think
there's
what
too much of that, I
happens.
think.
Yeah.
So
And
in
it
that
is a
sense,
cop-out,
in that
but-
that is a cop out. Leaving it to the audience is a cop out. Like, just tell us.
Yeah.
Just tell us what you meant it to be like. Just tell us what you meant. Just tell us what you planned.
But we thought that there'd be a lot of deaths, didn't we? Well, I did. I thought there would be a few at least.
I never
But,
necessarily
like-
expected deaths or anything. Not
like
really.
I felt like no one died.
Yeah, I didn't really expect them, to be honest with you.
And I like that how we all thought like Carly was going to be like a real bad. And
Yeah.
she didn't really do anything.
Yeah, yeah. But yeah, in terms of that, like as an ending, not really amazing in my opinion. It could have been better, and I know that people are going to be saying that just enjoy it and stuff. And yeah, there's the whole just enjoy it, but it did seem rushed. Mind Flayer was not very powerful. Vecna just got killed on a spike. You've been fighting this guy for 5 seasons, and he's gone in 5 minutes. In fact, so is the Mind Flayer. And yeah, they're going to argue that, but it took ages to get there and work it out and all this. Yes, but also no. And there were all these different dimensions in which he could have been defeated, and it could have been really, really interesting, but it kind of never really happened. And characters were built up to look like one thing, and then it turned out to kind of be another, which, yes, it's a twist, but is it a good twist? A bad twist? But yeah, so yeah, in terms of the actual episode, I do think that there are pressures outside of the show that pushed it to become the way it was. That's what I think. And people were looking to just move on. But yes, what is a great ending? I want you guys to show me what has been a great ending. One where it's decisive and not left to the audience. If you guys can provide that, that'd be great. I can't really think of one that's a good ending. Really, like when I mean a good ending, I mean like an engaging ending, an impressive ending, one that makes real sense and really ties things up. Maybe I'll put it in the description or in the comment at some point if I think of one. But yeah, right now I haven't got one planned.
I think a happier ending would be if like Elle was still there with them.
Yeah, that'd be happier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what? Like if you think about it, would it actually make a big difference? Her in a different part of the world. She's still alive, but different.
I know. Yeah, just tell us.
Yeah, like.
Just tell us. Yeah. It's a bit weird to like leave some characters in pain in a way.
Yeah.
To leave Mike in such pain, to leave Hopper in such pain, it is weird.
Like if you don't want the military to find you, then how about just all move?
Yeah.
Just get out of Hawkins and move somewhere else.
And yeah, the military is chasing you. I mean, I'll even take that as a good ending. Military is still chasing you. You're out there getting out of it. I'll take that.
But I suppose it's still a happy-ish ending because she didn't die, or we don't know that she's died for certain. And yeah,
I don't mind it being happy ending or sad ending. I just like it to be decisive and clear. Just give me what you wrote.
I know, I get you.
Right, so that's that. In terms of an ending, if you were to give it out of 10 rating of the ending, I'm going to give that ending out of 10. I'm going to give it a 7.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah. Okay. Now we'll move on to, of course, the whole thing about the Mind Flayer and how quickly it died. Like, when it showed the Mind Flayer, it just wasn't scary.
Yeah.
Like, throughout the previous seasons, it's been this giant, monstrous, deep-voiced thing that can play with your mind.
Yeah.
Mind Flayer.
Yeah.
But when they were in front of it, it did nothing to their minds.
Yeah.
And I'm like, is that because of where they are? It can't play with their minds in this place?
Mm.
And it turned out to be just a giant spider.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
I'm like, I liked it when it was blurry and I couldn't really see it. It looked like more of an alien.
Yeah.
It looked like more of a figment of someone's imagination.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but now I'm like, I can see it in HD. I'm like, all right, it's not really scary. And the rockets can hit it and the machine gun can hit it. And it seems to be hurt by these things.
Yeah.
This is strange. I'm like, oh, what is it? This is so weird. It just didn't seem like much when you were face to face with it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, maybe the Mind Flayer should be running away as opposed to fighting these people who are clearly hurting it. But it wasn't running away. It can get into all these minds, but it turns out to be not so smart. So yeah, I was actually really let down with the Mind Flayer and how it died so quick and all of that. And there was nothing cerebral happening with it.
Yep.
that was a massive miss, in my opinion.
Yeah. I actually enjoyed the previous episodes
Yeah.
a
Yeah.
lot more than the actual 2-hour episode ending.
Yeah, same. And then, of course, anything else for you for the Mind Flayer? Because we want to the Vecna fight next.
No.
Okay, cool. Vecna fight, what do you think of it? Vecna versus 11.
I felt that was a bit underwhelming as well, I have to say.
It really was. It really was. There wasn't really much fighting going on. Like, they fought, she got hit, he got hit, there were a few moves, a few misses. He did his whole scorpion arm thing, and it went out and tried to grab her and missed a few times. And then Will gets involved. Great to see Will getting involved from far away. And together they pushed him onto the spike, and it was basically over. Like,
Yeah.
what I found interesting was we kind of saw this happen a few times in the series. Somebody seemed like they were dead, and then they came back again. So that was the guy in the cave. I mean, just this season I'm talking about that we saw it. The guy in the cave who got his head smashed in by young Henry. Henry? That is his name, isn't it? It's Henry, isn't it? Anyway, young Vecna, right? He got his head smashed in by him, and then he seemed to be dead, but he came back. He woke up again, and he went, "Don't open that thing." Well, he actually said, "Resist it, resist the Mind Flayer," and then he got his eyes pulled out. So I was like, he's dead, but he came back. And then there was number 8, where she appeared dead, but she came back. And then after that, it was Vecna. Vecna appeared dead on a spike. Then he appeared to come back as well. And so I was like, this is a bit of a theme. This is a bit of a thing. In a way, it ties in with 8 being alive, because she's like dead, but come back a little bit. And I thought it was a bit embarrassing of Vecna to be on that spike, just going, I was like, do you know what? They should have all just stood there pointing and laughed for a bit. That's one of them things where the whole season finishes, the credits roll, and then it just shows him still there doing that. That's what went through my head. And I was like, they've just taken the mick out of Vecna there because he's just there. I was like, is he going to say something? But he didn't. He was like, ugh. And then Joyce in it, yeah. She goes and just takes about 10 hits to his head. It was like at one point she was going to take a break and go, I'm shattered. Is this going to come off? Someone lend a hand or something. And then, yeah, she, actually finishes the job. But yeah, weird. The Vecna fight, the Vecna ending was strange for me. It could have been better. There were so many ways it could have gone. I did like the part where Vecna tricked Hopper. That was a great twist. I liked that. We were tricked there, weren't we?
I can't remember.
So Vecna comes out and he tricks Hopper into thinking.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, and then Hopper shoots.
Yeah, that was good.
That was good.
That was good. There should have been more of that.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
Yeah, there wasn't enough of those trickeries.
Yeah, trickery. Turn people against each other. Let's make some bad guys. You can do this. Let's do it.
Yeah.
But it never happened.
Maybe they thought it'd be too complicated for the viewers.
I don't know. I think
we'd get confused.
We clocked the Hopper one. I think that would have been really visually impressive. It would have been a different level. Would have brought a different level to the show.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I like that. Oh, I was going to go on to the topic just then. A good one, but it's gone. It might come back. Might not come back. And if it doesn't, I'll put it in the comments or something. Yeah. So that could have been really impressive. Now moving on from that stuff. So we've done the Vecna thing. We've done the actual Mind Flayer and stuff. All right. I'm just going to talk about this. This part's not in order, but it's fine. We're not going to do it in order. I didn't like how in the end they really aged the older kids. Like, they were all wearing blazers and shirts, and they were suddenly talking about mortgages.
Oh, what's wrong with that?
I didn't like it.
Oh,
I was like,
all right.
Did you? I was like, it's only been 18 months. And you're talking about mortgages now and kids. I'm like, a bit much. And they're all wearing blazers. Like,
They've got jobs, haven't they? They're just thinking about, when they're older.
I think it was like forced. They like
A little
forced
bit.
that aging on them.
But yeah, that I have to say the acting there was a bit off.
The older kids scene at the
Yeah.
end.
I said to you, out of the 4, it was only what's he called?
What's he called?
Oh God, what's he called?
The guy with the good hair, Steve.
Yeah, it was only Steve that I felt like had the best acting out of the 4.
In that
Like the
scene,
most natural.
natural, not overacting,
Yeah.
not like trying it. And
Yeah.
yeah, the other actors did seem to like appear to slightly overact in that one. Like
Yeah.
kind of detracted a little bit. But yeah, I
I
didn't
want to
like the
say as
aging.
well, like for a 10-year-long series ending, I was expecting to be like crying at the end of it. Like like when they show they have shown some old clips, where like back from season 1 and or previous seasons and when they were young and how it all started and what they look like now, blah 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 blah. They had some like emotional, like some sentimental scenes, but it wasn't enough.
Yeah,
Like I didn't feel touched.
Yeah.
I wasn't emotional enough to like cry.
yeah.
I felt like that could have been done a bit better, executed a bit better.
Yeah,
What do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I'll come on to crying in just one second. I'm just going to close off the those older kids, and I'll come straight on to crying because that is a very good point.
Because they were crying.
The cast,
Yeah, those 4 on top of that building,
yeah,
talking about the jobs and
Yeah,
whatnot,
yeah,
and
yeah.
they miss each other.
Yeah.
They were crying, but like I didn't feel like crying at all.
Yeah, yeah,
like
yeah.
that should have been a moment where like you are trying to make the audience cry. It's a very sentimental, very emotional bit.
yeah.
Like
That. So I'll just make my final point on the older lot. So what I want to say about the older lot is that I didn't like the aging. It was kind of forced, but I get it. I get why they aged them, or that's my opinion at least. It was because so we can then see a glimpse into their future, because that's what an ending is. Yeah, we can then see a path for their life which we don't have to see. And so I get why they did it, because we can now see what the deal is there and what's happening with that. And so that, in a sense, I give them points for that. That's fine. Now crying, okay. So for me about the crying thing, the characters cried a lot. Yeah. And I know that's a thing, isn't it? When characters on screen are crying a lot, that's almost a cue for the audience to cry. Yeah.
Yeah.
And in a way that I don't cry on stuff like either zero or if I don't think it's ever really happened. I don't think. If it has, maybe once, twice, ever, I think, but I don't even know. But yeah, it's like I'm a tough nut to crack in that sense.
Well, I cry at everything.
Right.
And I did not cry at all.
So in terms of crying, let's talk about the crying tools, right? The first crying tool is characters crying on screen.
Yeah.
That probably gets you about 20% of the way. What do you think? Or maybe 50?
Yeah. Yeah.
Which one? 20, 50?
20.
20% of the way, right? What they were missing is a real reason for crying. I don't think it was clear enough.
Yeah.
I get it, they're breaking up, but that wasn't enough of a reason, in my
Yeah.
opinion. And they could have really built up more of that, I think, by showing us more of the older clips. A little bit.
Yeah.
They could have built that up better.
And the music wasn't good enough.
Yeah, it wasn't. It wasn't.
The background music.
Yeah, and
just-
timings.
Yeah.
Basically, for me, it seemed like they were just trying to make people cry because we were seeing them crying. And I know that a lot of people cried.
I mean, I cried a bit at the scene when Max got home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
And how that was carried out, how that was done.
And
yeah.
the music was on and she's running and she's crying and then she's back with the boyfriend. Like, I shed a tear there. And
Right.
that was the only scene I shed a tear on this whole season.
And I actually think
At
that
ending.
I think that was done better as
It
well.
was
because
done better.
Because, like, there was very little dialogue.
Yeah.
Yeah. And there was more timing for tears.
Yeah.
And, again, we can see the journey. We were connected to it. Whereas I don't think we were connected to these tears.
No.
We were kind of seeing more actors who are going to miss working together. And that's why they're crying.
Yeah.
It was almost like that. And I was like, there's not enough reason to cry here.
It felt a
Again,
bit
I know that a
forced.
lot of people have cried over this. Again, I grant that. A lot of people have cried. A lot of people have cried over it. Loads.
Oh my God.
Yeah, loads of comments are like, tears all over all this lot, and I'm like, all right, okay.
Maybe it's just me then.
No, I mean just me as well. I feel like I could see them trying to make me cry.
All right.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I feel like I could see them trying to make me cry, so I'm just like, yeah, that ain't gonna work.
Yeah.
That's not how it works. And there was too much talk of tears.
Yeah.
There was too much, like, even the cast were like, everybody was crying.
Yeah, no, I found the top of the building with the 4 older kids, they were a bit too cringy for me. That didn't work. And it was actually a bit too long as well. It was almost boring. And then with the younger lot, when they were playing the game,
Yeah.
and then they got a bit emotional at the end and stuff, like, even that wasn't good enough, really. Like, they could have done a bit more flashbacks of,
yeah.
the past, I feel like. And I don't know, maybe a bit more, a bit more talking, no idea. But
It was missing some stuff.
No, it was, the music, like, they didn't cue the music, and then, missed opportunity. I felt like if I was to cry, in that scene, it would have been that moment, I reckon.
Yeah.
When it was just the 5 of them, because Max was there. When it was just the 5 of them down there playing and then talking about reminiscing and Elle and stuff, it would have been then, probably. But no.
Would it have been more powerful without Max there? Because she was not, in the very original 4.
Maybe, actually.
Do you know what I mean?
Like, I did feel like, did she have to be in here?
Like, yeah,
I guess she's the girlfriend.
I think that she
like-
could have still been there. Like, she could have walked in on them crying their eyes out, maybe.
Yeah.
Like, that could have been something. Like, that could have been a bit of a humour, a bit of a light touch to it.
Yeah.
But I was like, I
But
get
yeah.
it. She's been through a lot, but
Yeah, it didn't work. Like,
yeah,
I felt nothing.
yeah. What did you think of the part where, the kids finished that D and okay, so in fact that's crying covered in a way, basically.
And then, like, when they were putting the folders away,
Yep.
I was like, what's happening here? Like, they all walked and put the folders away, and all right, the folders have got their names on. And then I thought that when Mike was going to he was the last one to put it away.
Yeah.
I thought, like, when he was going to put his away, we're going to see 11's folder.
That's
on
what
there.
I thought.
Oh my God, yeah. So I thought, right, he's going to put his folder away and he's going to see Elle's folder there now. And then he's going to stand there, pause, have a bit more few tears squeezed out. And then he's going to walk up the stairs and get out. But that didn't even happen either. So I'm like, so what was with the folders?
Yeah.
There's no, like, real...
I don't know. Was it a spotlight? Maybe it was like a spotlight on each character for a moment. Maybe that's the last time they're going to play for a good while because they've graduated. We just don't know. But I mean, that's what I'm going to go with. I'm going to go with that's going to be the last time they actually play. And sometimes you do something for the last time, you just don't even know it, do you?
Yeah.
And that's the last time they played and it's done.
And then he goes up and then the younger lot run down and they play. So now I'm like, okay, is it their turn next?
Okay, I get you next.
Like, is it going to be, I don't know, weird things?
Weird things, odd things.
Yeah.
One more thing that I want to just say on that, like that part where he's on the stairs, he's looking at the younger ones. I feel like that's him, in a way, mourning his old self.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? This is a, I'm not that anymore.
Yeah.
That's where this started. I'm not that, I'm this now. And he's
Yeah.
like, this is my new life, this is the new me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, a whole thing about moving forward and he's refusing to move on, isn't he? So it's like, in a way, he's forced to move on now when he looks at that and he thinks about it and takes it in.
Yeah. No, it is sad.
So, yeah, that was, in a way, interesting. And I don't know if that's what message they were going for.
Yeah.
But yeah, and when they put them folders back, I think, was there a gap? And was that gap 11's? I'm not sure now. And that was a bit weird. I'm going to go with that. That's going to be the last time that they've ever played. And their relationship changes now and they become different people. And then when we see them next time, when it comes back 5 years later, we'll see them folders dusty, untouched.
Yeah.
And zoom in.
They'll do like a reunion or something in like 10 years' time.
Yeah.
When they're like 30.
Yeah.
And they're married with kids and then they play the game again.
Yeah. Yeah.
and unleash a new beast.
Yeah, and then Will is like, you never understood me. I was always misunderstood. I'm going to get you and help you understand. And then rip all their arms off.
And they've done well. They've done
Um,
well. I can't believe it's been like 10 years.
Yeah.
So Millie is 21. So she was like 11 or 12, between 11 and 12 when she started.
I was wondering that. I was wondering what age they were when they started and like where they were when they finished. So she was like 11, 12.
She was, 11. 11.
Yeah, 11.
11 was
That's mad.
11.
Yeah.
So she's 21. She's like literally just had a baby this summer.
That's crazy, that.
Now it's last summer.
And she's married.
She was married the year before, so 2024 she was married. 2025 summer she had the baby. Like she's got like a baby that's a few months old.
Wow.
So that's pretty intense.
Yeah.
Whilst filming this, that's pretty hardcore in my opinion. So yeah, she deserves a break, and well done to him, really.
I feel like they could have had a couple of more seasons.
5 seasons in 10 years is pretty intense.
5
going.
years, yeah. 5 seasons, 10 years is very good.
And to keep it popular as well, it's not easy.
It was just very well executed.
Yeah.
So for me, I think that had things gone perfectly, I think that cast did want to get out of it. That's what I think. I don't know if there's any facts out there. I think that it could have had maybe 2 more seasons. Like 1 more season and then 1 final season. That's where they could have gone, I think. And I think that would have given them more time to get to a perfect ending and not a rushed, battle with the Mind Flayer and stuff. Yeah, that's what I think. What do you think of Hopper and Joyce getting married?
I didn't feel like that was natural. Like I didn't feel like it was heading that way. Is it just me?
We couldn't see romance there.
No, like the whole season, I didn't feel like there was any romance at all.
In fact,
it felt like they were just friends.
yeah.
Like
I noticed they were
good friends
living
with
together.
history.
I did notice they were living together.
All right.
I noticed that.
Okay.
See, now I think there's a bit of a theme, a mistake, which is fine. Shows have mistakes, really. All right. We're not going to say that we're expecting perfection. And that goes for other comments on this podcast about the show. The running theme that I think I've spotted here is we're kind of seeing missing bonds, missing relationships, missing romance.
Yeah, that's the rushed, like how we've been saying like how it felt rushed.
Yeah.
These are the little
missing connections.
Yeah, these are little.
Because Jonathan and Nancy, they weren't really together. There was no relationship. It was a relationship we did not care about. Okay, Jonathan was jealous of, the hair guy getting Steve, but it's like, there's no relationship. Focus on your partner. You're going to be all right. And then Jonathan and Will, I mean, just at the end now, you were like, I forgot they were brothers.
Yeah, I did.
And people have called that out as well. They've been like, he's a rubbish brother and he's weird and he brings nothing to the show. Steve brought more to it than he did. What's going on?
Yeah.
And apparently he apologised for being like a bad brother and not being there for him, for Will, in like season 1 and apparently in season 4 as well. So he's got this thing of like, he's my brother, but like, I don't really talk to him.
Yeah.
Me and him are not, and it's like, you're not even close to your girlfriend either. And then of course there's Hopper and Joyce and they haven't really got a thing. Yeah, so there was lots of this. And then, of course, even Elle and Mike. Like, we didn't see any connections between Elle and Mike.
Not in this season, yeah.
We didn't see anything.
Until right at the end.
Right at the end, there's like a conversation. It's like, oh yeah, you guys were a thing.
Yeah.
So much of this, like, missed connection, throughout it. And I think I've covered all of them there. There might have even been more, but that are just missing.
Mm-hmm.
So, why did that happen? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I know it's action, I know everyone's busy, but why did we not see these connections really?
Yeah, I felt like there was so much going on that they've forgotten to continue those connections in the next season.
And show them to us and write them in, right in these moments.
Yeah, because it just makes us think, are these two still together?
Yeah,
what's the relationship between these two?
Even
I didn't know these two were going to get married.
Even just like, I get it in a way they got married because like Hopper has like saved her kids like 50 million times, like their lives quite literally. But then it's like there was no romance though. Like Hopper's
No.
hand on Joyce's back at one point, maybe asking if she's all right, asking if she's really all right, taking her away for a moment, like you know,
Yeah.
like show some caring, or vice versa.
Yeah.
Like, you know, some extra attention from Joyce to Hopper. Just things that tell us, oh, there's a thing here. But no. So, yeah, bit weird.
Definitely felt a bit rushed.
Yeah. You see, and
But at the same time, though, like I do feel like it was the right time to finish
yeah.
it.
Yeah.
Like otherwise, I just feel like it's too draggy.
You see, I feel like I'm a bit...
The story's too repetitive. Like each season, whistle fighting. Like when is it going to end? Like to me, I just feel
I get you.
I'm done.
I get you, but I feel like they could have done other things, though. They could have gone more psychological with other people.
Because they've moved out of Hawkins, haven't they? Before
They had, then they come back.
they've come back, and it's like, what?
Yeah.
Don't do that again.
Yeah, but yeah, for me, it's like they could have gone other angles. Like if he could play with Hopper's mind like that, then he can play with other people's minds, and he should have done. And I think 8 should have come out, and I think 8 should have been a bit of a, oh, I've been taken over by the mind flayer, and now I'm a villain for a little bit. Because we've, in a sense, that's what we're missing. We're missing the villain taken over by the mind flayer, right? Who then the team rescue. I feel like that never happened. Correct me if I'm wrong. I think Vecna was the one they were trying to make into that, where it was going to be a case of, oh, no, he's actually a good guy, but the Mind Flayer's got him, so we need him to work with us and fight the Mind Flayer so we can rescue him. But then he turns out and goes, no, I'm actually very bad. Don't rescue me. Me and the Mind Flayer have got a thing going on. We're going steady. You know what I mean? So they were missing that one character who is taken over by the Mind Flayer, a villain who they can beat and then use against the Mind Flayer. That was the way to go with this, I think. And that's what the next season could have been. So more psychological messing around, like turning people against each other, and using somebody, number 8, as a villain, and then rescue her by the end of the season. And then the final season could have been this one where they actually fight. And by that point, they would have established this whole mind-playing thing, and they could have used that in the final season. More of that mind-playing, more trickery, more twists. And then, of course, they actually beat the Mind Flayer in 5 minutes and beat Vecna in 5 more minutes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like how heroic Elle looked. Like, I liked how she just jumped straight into the Mind Flayer, chopped it open, and got inside. I did like that stuff. That was good to see. More of that would have been pretty cool. So yeah, I like that. And I do think that there was some kind of a plan made between Elle and Hopper and 8.
Yeah. I feel like 8 was a bit of a missed opportunity. Like, I don't know, like maybe they had plans for her.
I think so.
And then, like, I don't know, the ideas didn't work out, or I don't know. I feel like they might have changed something.
That's what I'm
about
saying.
Her. Like
I feel like somebody
she didn't
screamed.
do much.
I feel like somebody screamed, "I'm gonna quit if you're doing 3 more episodes." So the Duffers were like, "All right, fine, do 1 more. Fine, do 1 more. Right, fine."
I don't know.
Number 8, you're no longer a baddie. You're
I
a
feel
goodie.
like she would have been written into, I don't know, whether it's good guy or bad guy roles, whatever, scenes. But I just feel like she didn't do much.
I agree.
So like she was in it, but she wasn't helpful, or
She's got this
she didn't
brilliant.
do much.
She's got
Other
a
than
brilliant
that bit
power.
At the end, a little bit at the end.
This is the point. She's got this brilliant power of these illusions, and we saw like none of it.
So yeah, I don't get that. I think everybody was thinking she's going to be evil. She's going to do something.
Everyone's saying that we owe her an apology. So 8, this is your official apology from all viewers.
Well, I just thought
You're a
she
goodie,
would-
not a baddie.
I don't know, man. I don't know. Maybe maybe she was supposed to be a baddie, and then at the last minute they thought, actually no, let's not vilify her. Let's cut that out.
Maybe.
I don't know. I just feel like, what was she doing in there?
No, that
like,
was weird.
She didn't do anything.
It was weird. Did you hear? Did you hear read comments about Steve dying?
Steve.
Yeah.
No.
I saw a lot of comments like,
The one that nearly died when he got
yeah.
saved.
So I saw a lot of comments saying that Steve, oh, he dies. Steve, like this was before the episode came out. Steve dies. Steve better not die. All this lot, as if there was some kind of leak about him dying, or was it a clip that came out that I missed? I don't know. But it probably looked like everybody had already seen the spoiler of him dying, and then we see that scene of him almost dying, and I was like, oh my god, he does die. They're right. Then he got saved.
Maybe someone just saw a little bit of that and
Yeah,
they didn't see the whole
they tricked
thing.
us. I feel like they might have tricked us, like the writers there put that out to trick us that he's going to die, and then he survived. And I've just got to mention something. On that catch that Jonathan did when Jonathan saved Steve, I didn't expect all the rest of the characters to just be standing around chilling. Like, one or two should have grabbed Jonathan's legs. It was that kind of grab where you got to grab Jonathan's legs, otherwise he's going next. You know, that's how it looked to me. I was like, wait, well, that's a bit weird. He just did that by himself, and then nobody helped. But fair enough. Yeah, so they're all graduated. They're all moving on. Some people are saying that Erica should have had a bit more of a spotlight at the end.
Yeah, we didn't see much of Erica this...
They're saying
season.
that they brought her into a very interesting situation and then slowly eased her out of it.
Yeah.
That's what they're saying.
Yeah. And Derek's took her place.
Yeah, I suppose Derek
Derek?
took her place,
Is that his name? Derek?
Yeah, I think it was Derek.
Derek's took over.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, it was still good to see Erica at the graduation, at least. We never got her, like, ongoing story. But I think that her character got to a decent enough level. You know, I mean, I'm not too mad about her not getting, like, a whole, you know, ending like that. I do like how they wrote Steve's one. Like, he was kind of like, I think, still staying in Hawkins, and he was still like, you know, I love this place type thing. And I like that. That fitted really well. And yeah, everybody else as well, it seemed to fit. The story seemed to fit in terms of where they're going and what they're doing. So that was decent. But overall, no, it could have been a better ending, I think. It did seem rushed. And
Could have been a better episode.
yeah.
Final episode.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, I'm not going to say that it detracts from the whole Stranger Things experience. Stranger Things is still amazing. I think there's nothing like it, really. I think it's extremely unique. It's a very interesting genre in terms of the fantasy horror. That is a very interesting genre, especially for nowadays. I love the setting. I love the production standard, performances. I do love the writing, even though the last episode, again, could have been better. For me, it doesn't detract from the entire thing. It's a blip in the entire grand scheme of things. It is still brilliant, and I think it's going to be rare to get a show that is that good. Yeah, in the near future. That really captivated audiences, and it deserved it too. You know. So it is, in a way, it's a bit of a big beast to, like, disappear, I think. You know, because it's been brilliant, hasn't it, Stranger Things? It's been crazy good. And in a way, by the way, the whole thing about cast members not wanting to carry on, I think that might fit into the whole animated series that's coming out. You know, because I'm like, oh, animated series, but it kind of fits if the cast don't want to do it no more. Animated series is the way to go. But there are things that do that, like Star Wars had some animated stuff that was also canon, and that's what these lot are doing. Yeah. Or maybe it's a whole different story, and maybe it's different characters, but I don't think it is. I think it's the same characters, just animated. It's just like a different time in the story, something like that.
Yeah.
So, you know, and fair enough. They've spent enough time, enough of their life in Stranger Things, so I suppose they don't really have to, you know, beat it to death.
Good things have to come to an end.
Yes, like this podcast. I think we covered it. One thing that I want to say is, lesson learned for me, I don't usually look at theories and stuff, and I'm not going to do it again.
Yeah.
Because I went down rabbit holes, and I really went searching for theories.
Yeah, you really did.
I was enjoying it, I've got to say. I don't normally do it.
You enjoy this way more than I do.
I do love Stranger Things. Stranger Things is amazing.
Yeah.
I love it. And so yeah, I don't normally look at theories. I don't normally do that.
Yeah.
I haven't done it previously.
And I think that ruins it, because now you're like, now we feel like the whole final episode was underwhelming.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
not what it was built up to be.
Yeah,
and
maybe it could have been better had I not seen any theories. Yeah.
We feel so disappointed now. But maybe I would have been disappointed
Anyway,
regardless.
yes, regardless.
Because
I
just
think I would have
feel
been.
like, go on.
I think I would have still been disappointed, because of how easy the Mind Flayer was to kill.
Yeah, exactly. That was the main thing.
Yeah, and how physical the Mind Flayer was, and not like larger than life.
I just was expected it to be a lot more emotional, like a lot more impact. Like, I don't know, I just feel like a 10-year series ending would be like, I'd be blubbing at the end of it and be like, no, I can't believe it's the end, and I don't know. And it just wasn't that.
Yeah, the battle for me, the battle wasn't good enough. And they had the opportunity to battle in so many different arenas. They could have battled in Hawkins, could have battled in the Upside Down, could have battled in the imaginary world. Yeah, with Mr. What's-It. And then, they went and they battled in like the Abyss or whatever. And it just...
I feel like, what do you call it? When you build the character up, the character...
Expectation, tension, character development. Right.
Has not been great.
Okay, I get you. Like the arcs is what they're saying, isn't it?
Do you know what I mean? Like, and that's part of why I didn't cry. Like, that's part of why it wasn't very impactful, the ending.
Yeah.
Like,
actually,
if you think about films that make you cry, like,
I think I get
I don't know. Let's say, even, I know this is very, like, a lot of people don't like it, but like, let's say, like, the franchise, the Fast
Furious, yeah.
They have a very strong, like, and they have strong endings to them.
Okay, actually, that might have been one of the emotional moments, that bit where, Fast and Furious, where the guy passes away in real life.
Yeah.
And then they do that
Like,
scene.
obviously we have...
That was something.
Yeah, obviously we have that
was
real
something.
life story to it as well, but that...
The way they did that, though.
But with the song in the background.
Yeah, the way they did that.
And how, like, they build up, like, all the characters are really close. But also we know that in real life they are really close as well. But, like, yeah, they do a really good job of it. So whenever, whether it's second, third, fourth, fifth, 10th one, right, I always, like, feel really emotional at the end of it.
Yeah.
Like, is it going to be the last one? Like, oh, it's
emotive.
Like, it's really good. Like, it's a really impactful, really great ending. And with this is how I thought it would be ended. Like,
you see, now,
it wasn't.
This ties into an interesting point, because people were complaining that there's not enough of the main cast throughout this series.
Yes, and that makes a difference, because you've got all these new kids in. Like, I've only just met them 5 minutes ago. Like, I ain't gonna cry about them.
It's not necessarily. Look, we're not gonna cry about them, and they weren't making us cry about them.
And then people are now.
But what happened was, because we were looking at these kids, we were disconnecting from the main cast.
Disconnected, correct.
And that, now I didn't see that as a problem. I didn't see that as a problem. Like, I didn't see that. I didn't notice that. But now I see that. I get it. People were saying that we're not seeing the main cast. And what they meant was, we're disconnecting, we're losing the bond. And that bond comes in when we get to the end, and it pulls that emotion. But the weird thing is, I think only you then never cried. I think it's a you and me thing, because I think a lot of people cried. If you cried, put it in the comments.
Okay, then.
Yeah, because I don't know. I think a lot of people. Yeah, I know.
I don't know. Then if you thought it was a great ending, then I'm happy for you.
Happy for you, yeah. And if you cried, and if you wanted tears, and you're glad you got the tears.
And whoever's watching, if you're thinking, why the hell do you want to cry for? Like, for me, I want to cry at an ending.
All right.
Like whether it's happy tears or sad tears, I want to feel something. If I'm not feeling something at the end of a 10-year series, then I don't know, it's something wrong. Something wrong, in my opinion. That's why I'm saying
Yeah.
that.
There was something, or there was a different series that had finished, and I forgot which one it is. There was a series, it might have been Big Bang Theory, but I don't think it was.
What's the last series?
There was a
we've
series that had
watched?
finished, and they were all crying because it's the end of the series. And that one was quite powerfully done, but I forgot which one it was.
No, what series have we watched that's been like, you know, a good few years running?
I don't
it's
know.
finished.
It's a tough question.
I can't.
With a decent cast as
I
well.
can't think of one now.
No, we're watching
think-
Severance, but it's not finished, is it? So.
No, I can't think of one top of my head.
No,
but
same. I don't think we will think of one. It's a bit of a tough one to think of.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, but there was a series that had finished, and all the cast were like really emotional because they were like, "Oh, it's over. We're never going to work together again. We're never going to see each other." And I think it was Big Bang Theory, and that was kind of like a bit more. Powerful.
Especially like, you know, because we've seen them like grow up together, like
That's
from
that's
10,
why
11
it could have been so good.
Exactly, from 10, 11 years old to like they're in their 20s now.
Married
It
and
should
kids and stuff.
be, you know,
Yeah.
a lot more emotional, and I don't feel like that happened. I don't feel like they built that connection. It wasn't strong enough, or I don't know. There was definitely a disconnect,
Yeah.
and that could have been executed a lot better, in my opinion.
Yeah. And for all those who cried, congratulations again. Well
Congratulations.
Done. Well done.
I'm happy for you.
Hope you enjoyed it. We're not taking anything away from this. Don't take this as negative in that sense.
It's just our 2 pence.
It's just our 2 pence. It's our 2 pence podcast, and this is just our 2 pence.
And we're entitled.
And we are entitled because it's our title. No, I mean, so you wanted tears. I'm not bothered about tears. For me, I just wish that it had more. It could have had more action, twist, turn, suspense,
Yeah.
trickery. Yeah. Like if they got Will and turned Will against him. Yeah. And Will is now extremely powerful. And now, oh no, we've got to unalive Will.
Yeah.
That would be something. Elle versus Will. Do you know what I mean? That could have been a battle.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Elle being like, I don't want to do this. And
Yeah.
Joyce is there going, no. And Hopper is, like trying to, you know what I mean? That could have been a scene and a half.
Yeah. Or Will killing Elle.
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like,
That would have been mad.
they could have done it.
Yeah.
And they could have even done it where, Will tries it, Elle saves him, and they still go back to happy ending. That could have still happened. Do you know what I mean? There are ways to do this. There were options on the table. Was everything really discovered or explored, in this ending? Was everything really explored? The writers are talented, production's talented, everything.
And like, I thought Will would say something like at the end, like, like
Gotcha.
his experience, like
Alright.
how he's feeling now.
Yeah,
after it
like I
all,
can
like-
feel it's gone.
Like, does he feel normal? Does
Yeah.
he feel like has he had any of those strange experiences since? Does he feel anything? Do you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
does he hear, feel anything?
Yeah, is it gone? Do we
Is
know
it
for a fact?
Gone? Does he have nightmares? I don't know. Like, just say something.
Like, can he feel Elle anywhere?
It's been a year. What
Yeah.
does he think's happened?
Yeah, say something.
Do you think it's gone forever now?
Mm.
But yeah, no. Never mind. Maybe they have just opened it for us all to keep asking questions to
Yeah.
ourselves.
I mean, that's the endings nowadays. Just make your own ending up. Whatever you think has happened. What's happened? Is she dead or alive? Well, it's up to you. Whatever makes you happy.
We want to be spoon-fed the ending.
We want to be spoon-fed the ending so we can judge. And you put us in a place where we cannot judge right now and we are not happy. Put out a statement so we can judge.
Yeah. And I just want to cry.
Okay, well, was there any film that you like to watch? We could put it on later on. You can just cry if you fancy. If you want, you can stub your toe over there
Nothing
somewhere.
like a good crying ending.
And then the endorphins.
Just wanted you to pass me the tissues. God damn it.
I know, and they really tried to make us cry though. That's the thing, they really did try.
They didn't. Not good enough.
Yeah. And what do you think of the ratio? Because there was about an hour at the start, and then about an hour of this is the ending. It was about 40 minutes, I think. About 18 months later. What did you think of that ratio? Was that too much?
Yeah.
It was too much ending?
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was a bit too much ending too.
I was. Did you not hear me? Is that it? Is that it? I had to.
I'm kind of glad you were asleep the first time round then, actually.
How many times did I like take the control and look
check
at
the
how
time.
many minutes left?
I didn't check the time once watching it.
45 minutes left. Oh, I was like, sugar, there's 45 minutes left. Something's going to happen. And then I checked again, like 25 minutes left and nothing's happening. So I'm like, no, something's happening. Is Elle coming back in or is it not at the end? What is happening? And I kept looking at you and then that was it.
I gave nothing away. I was like a brick.
That was it. That whole, 45 minutes was like dragged, like of nothing, of trying to make you cry, but not really good enough.
The worst thing was, like, she fell asleep at 18 months later. So she fell asleep at, like, the ending part. And then last night, after she'd gone to sleep and that,
I fell asleep where Mike was outside the graduation ceremony. He wasn't in the graduation.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
So you remember that part? Because they were like,
so yeah,
can't find Mike.
Mike was there and Hopper came and found him.
Okay.
That's where I got up to.
Yeah, so that's where she fell asleep. And then yesterday, like, so we couldn't watch it. So we had to wait another day until she finished it, basically. And she was like, so she's dead, isn't she? And I was like, well, I can't say anything. I'm like, is she dead or not? I'm like, I couldn't say anything. So all day I was just like, proper biting my tongue. I was like, I can't talk about this. This series, which has taken 10 years, it's finished last night, and I can't talk to anybody about it. It's so annoying.
You could have just said, yeah.
I did, didn't I, though? I did. Remember, because then I went over to you and I was like, so you got to the part where she died then? You know she's dead. I was like, well, you know she's dead, don't you? That's what I did.
Yeah.
Because I couldn't say that. Maybe not. I don't know. Is she alive? She's dead? I don't know. They've left it open-ended, so I can't tell.
Yeah.
And at one point, I was just not going to discuss it with you. I was like, no, I'm not going to talk to you about it. Just wait till you've seen it. So, yeah.
Yeah. I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, it's still a brilliant season. Brilliant show, brilliant, all the rest of it. We can still always go back and rewatch from season 1 and still see how amazing it all was. And we can always have a little bit of hope in us somewhere that they'll make another season for no reason. They never will they? It's not going to happen. It's just going to be animated from now on. And maybe the animated one's better. Whatever. I've started watching cartoons at this age now. Weird. But yeah, fair enough. This is farewell to Stranger Things, which could have been absolutely amazing. Which Stranger Things is amazing. Who are we kidding? Stranger Things is amazing. So
yeah.
Overall, they've done well. They've done brilliantly. The whole thing is stunning. So congrats to all of Stranger Things and how they did it. Genius in what they did. And I do still think, though, one thing that we could have seen a little bit more of the cave situation when he bashes the guy's head in and he opens up the briefcase and what happens. I would have liked to have seen more of that. They need to bring that away from the theatre show. Theatre show, I think, needs to be turned into something televised for Netflix or something, make it more accessible. I think it's a bit much with it being a theatre show, my opinion. Right, we'll leave it there, guys. Thanks for watching. It's been a great one. And we will catch you in the next one. Take it easy.